We're on, folks. The camera seems a little lower than usual. I looked at it, but maybe I'm gonna look like a giant in this one, which is cool. Yeah, there we go. Look at these guys. Don't burn my finger. Ah, ooh. Holy moly. Well, yeah, here we are, folks. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna come over here and adjust the brightness a little bit for you guys.
I found the perfect job.
Boom.
I get to work.
Hey, Oliver, would you mind turning off the speaker system so we don't have any copyright issues? It's right by the front door, right around the corner. Yes, folks, we do have a new apprentice here, and what is happening? Aoife's in the house. I see Pammy's up in the house from over down under, the Aussie over there. But welcome everyone else. We got about 25 or so in the first few seconds of starting it up, so that's beautiful. But we do have Oliver is coming over, right over here, Oliver. Towards me, on your right. Marissa's gonna help him out. He'll find it eventually. We don't want any copyright situations, but I'm teaching him the shop. You guys are gonna meet him fairly soon. He's doing a great job. We got a new guy. He's from Indiana, and he really wants to become a glass blower. So stay tuned for that. It's pretty exciting stuff. Just seeing a message on Slack coming through now. Slack is how we all communicate as a business and a company together. We're talking about those t-shirts that we mentioned on Tuesday's show, t-shirts that are for the hot shop specifically. Thanks, Oliver. And we're talking about the color they're gonna be and how they're gonna be on the website. So if you guys want some Gathering Point t-shirts that have flames all over them that are pretty much employee shirts, don't try and walk in here and act like the bomb because we're too small of a staff. We know that you're not a staffer if you do try and do something like that. But it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a great t-shirt. It's gonna be awesome. We got Pammy saying what's up to Joey, Marissa, Oliver. You got Chris back here. He is straddling the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Never in my life have I seen him move like that. So just give him a round of thumbs right now as they're doing this. I'm gonna be filming the experimental show. Will be them making these giant lampshade vases that Chris is working on right now. Super cool project. I'll give you all the details on that. You know our experimental show airs on Sundays, and it's going to be really cool. But that's not the purpose of this show right now. The purpose of this show is to go through the 5 products we made on Tuesday during our 2-hour show and show you guys how they all turned out, which is amazing. We had no issues. Everything turned out gorgeous. May have a new product style coming together because of how nice it turned out, and we had 2 custom orders that turned out really incredible. So big shouts out to the team, everyone putting it together. It was just a solid show. They get better every single day. We're on show number 185. That's what this Annealer reveal is for, show number 185. So when we hit 200, we spoke about doing a big show. We're gonna turn on the big hole and make every product in extra large form. It's gonna be pretty hardcore. So you may want to get that on your calendar. I believe it's mid-January or early February is show number 200. But yeah, you guys, questions. I got the chat in front of me, so shoot the questions in here. If you guys haven't already said hello, I love to see, even if it's just a little period, if you just put a little dot in there, I love to see the names of who's watching. We're up to about 45 people live, which is pretty cool on a Thursday. So shoot us a message there, say hi, let us know where you're coming from. It's really great to get to know customers via their name. I don't even see your profile picture on here, so it's either YouTube or Facebook. It's the mix of both. And to know you by name is amazing. A lot of people come into the shop and they're like, "What's up, Jake? Nice to see you." And I do know a lot of faces. I know a lot of names pretty well. But it is nice when you guys introduce yourselves with your name and remind me, because I know these names, I know these faces. Putting them together is a beautiful thing, and it takes time. But big shouts out to all of our customers that stick with us and have been with us for a long time. Speaking of those people, yeah, I already said Aoife's on YouTube. We got Pammy. We got Vicky's asking, what will the shirt say on it? That's something I'm not going to tell you yet because we've been designing it for a while. It's got a funny little saying about glass blowing on there, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be sweet, and you guys will see it when it gets revealed. Just wait. We got Michael over on YouTube. Michael in the Cancer Treatment Center in Illinois. Thank you for the love of the glass, and I hope if it's you or if it's a family member, everyone's feeling good and recovering as best as they can, and I'm glad that you could join us live for a little bit of glass information. We got Pammy hollering at everyone behind the scenes. Mary Lou, what's happening? Pammy's birthday around February 7th. Might be a pretty cool birthday show for sure. Dana, what's happening? Just got her shipment. We got Christine. Lisa, what's happening? Sue, of course, is here. Sharon watching on YouTube. Mary Lou taking a picture of the Percola Reed class she did with Joey. And I saw her comments about it. She was like, man, that was not that easy. But Mary Lou, you're the bomb, and we appreciate your hands-on action. Alyssa, what's happening? Robin is in the house. Robin is in the house, folks. She's literally in the house and online in the house. That's our shipping and packer. Pammy and Pam. And Kathy. Loves her feather pumpkin. Love to see it. That's it right there. We're here. We're live. We're doing it. And hope you guys are having an amazing day. I think just for switching things up and doing things a little different on this Annealer reveal, why don't we go from back to front? Normally I start with the warmer-upper, but let's start with the final piece, the giveaway, the piece that's going to be in someone's hand for free. If you're shipping, if you're picking it up, it's for free. If you're doing shipping, I think we charge $15 for the giveaway to get that anywhere in the United States. And if you're out of the country, then we talk with you personally and we figure out what the deal is. But we're going to start with that because I'm in love with it. I think we may have to possibly, I haven't talked to anybody important about it yet, but we might have to change our product to add this special bit of action to it, Look at this acorn, how it turned out. Joey brought the giant nut over. This is larger than normal. It's completely solid, so it's heavy. And just take a gander at the stem. We put a pumpkin stem on the top of it. Look at the gold. Look at that curl. Someone's getting this for free. You see the beautiful texture, the acorn texture up here on top. And we went with an all black, super nutty acorn nut. I think the beautiful elegance, the proportions of this whole shape like this with this special top on here look amazing. Normally what we do is just squish it on there, pull it up, cut it right about there, and flatten the top like a traditional acorn. But personally, I got a lot of love for this little guy right now. I think it looks gorgeous. I think we're gonna have to make more of these. And if you guys are in love with them as well, if you guys think they're looking good, please let us know. We need that customer feedback, not only from dollars, from who buys what. We need everybody's feedback because that's how we do things around here. So let us know. We're gonna do the giveaway on Tuesday. Someone's gonna win that. It's gonna be incredible. We had Matt making our acorn bases and our bubble bases and our egg bases. Anything that's round and spherical and small enough that there's no beautiful place for a GA stamp on it, these are available on the website. They're $5. There it is, autofocus. They all sit a little bit different, so if we send you one out, we make sure it supplies or it works with the piece that you're getting shipped to you. If it's an acorn, if it's an egg, we make sure it sits in there good. But that has the stamp right in the middle there. That's how you could certify it's made by us. And even more so, many of you know that on these live feeds, we sign every single piece, hand sign them with the show number. So if I can find it right here. It's kind of tough to sign on black, but you guys can see it with the lighting. You see the 185 there, and it says show number 185. So if it's made from one of our live feeds, you're gonna have the signature on there. You know where it's from, and that's kind of the beauty of custom orders. Even if your whole family isn't able to watch, or whoever you're getting the piece made for isn't able to watch at the time, they're signed, and when you gift it to the person, or 5 years from now you gift that along to your children or something like that, it's forever documented online, and you know that there's a specific show number. You can go to YouTube, you can watch that piece being made. And I will say we're completely rebranding our, just lost a lot of comments. It rebooted for some reason. Oh, I'm back. We're completely rebranding the way that we describe and label and date all the shows going forward. We can't go back through 185 shows and describe them all and put new names on them and everything. But going forward, it's going to be really cleaned up, and it's already happening. It looks amazing. That's Sam working at home, doing an amazing job. She is putting a beautiful picture. She'll describe the pieces that were made so that people that show up and find us spontaneously on YouTube can go back 20, 30, 50 shows and see how we've grown and know when they're scrolling through it, oh, this one they made a snowman and a snowflake and a boom, and it was in December, around December 1st. Cool, I want to watch a holiday season themed show. So that's going to be super cool, and that's just one of the million things that we talk about all the time that are behind the scenes, that are getting done, that the whole crew is involved in, and it's a really awesome thing. A lot of love coming in. I love the way Kathy phrased this. That is a tight black acorn. Couldn't have said that better. That's a word we use all the time, real tight. There's nothing tight about the acorn except for the fact that it's super tight. Really nice. Pam has her shipment at home, but she's not home yet. So Pam's doing what we just did since Tuesday, pretty much going to have her own Annealer reveal where she knows the product, she knows it's there, but she's got to wait to get it. And that's kind of how the glass blowers work. You make a favorite piece of yours, or you make all these pieces, you got to sleep on it and hope they cool down, hope they come out the way that you thought they were. And that's part of the difficulty and the beauty of glass blowing. So that's that. We're doing it backwards. That's the giveaway. Someone's going to win that. The giveaway question was right here. I'll show this off, and if we toss up the eNews email on there, you all know what you answer the eNews question, which was this from Tuesday's show. You send that answer to enews@glassacademy.com. It's an email. We pull together all those answers. We love to see the answers. It's fun. It's engaging. And we did a big poll on this, too, a live poll on Tuesday's show. How did everybody think? What did everybody think about... Whoa, watch out. Excuse me, sir. What did everybody think about that polling system, the Menti polls, and the way that we were able to put it up on screen? You could see the live answers coming in. Did you guys find that interesting? Was it a little confusing? Give us some notes on that. I'd love to see them right here. If you got comments for it now, we're not asking, not everybody's here live. We do see a lot of comments after the fact, but if you did like that, if you thought it was cool, let us know. Please send us a comment. It'd be really sweet. We need that customer interaction. That was the acorn. I just put my hands in my pockets because it's snowing in Michigan, you guys. It went from like 70 degrees all the way halfway through October to all of a sudden, boom, I had to get my heater core flushed. It was ice cold, and I had to get my car fixed up. And now today, twice now, it's had snowflakes falling from the sky. Marissa's wearing a Christmas scarf over there and a big sweater and some like overalls. Check it out. This is kind of the weather. I'm warm enough because I'm by the furnace over here, but look at this action. She's decked out. That is a Christmas scarf.
It is a Christmas scarf.
So that's super cool. Things are going great in Dearborn, but moving on from that. If I'm doing it backwards, the second to last piece we did was this piece. This was an artist choice. This one sold, if I remember correctly, it was to one of the twins. Donna Beck got this one. Amazing customers, amazing people. They've came and volunteered before. They're from out of the state here. If I'm not mistaken, it's either Ohio or Illinois or Indiana, something like that. Remind me if you guys are live right now, but take a look at this ridiculous collaboration pumpkin between Joey and Chris. Joey made a crackle orange, encased it, put perps on the outside. Look at the way the perps broke apart because of the crackle. And you've got pretty much purple ribs with an orange core. Look at that beautiful image right there. GA stamps on the bottom. I signed it on the side right here because there wasn't too much room on the bottom. But that has a crazy spider on the side of it. And the beautiful thing I was pointing out when Chris was doing it is the way he was laying down these feet. He by pulling them down and laying them down, he made feet on the spider. So it's literally like suctioned, or like whatever they're called, little spider hook feet right to the side of the pumpkin. You got a little almost looks like a schnoz, but it's more of like a spider web sender device coming right off of the front of the spider. He's got a nice big abdomen, and then he's got no tail because spiders don't have tails, perfectly smooth. But look at those kneecaps. This thing's ready to pounce, and it almost is like it's gonna start spitting a web upon this sweet pumpkin. We got the beautiful core color, the perps going on here. I think Joey put on the core color and I brought over the stem and we all laid it on together. It's a huge stem, almost completely around. When you're doing these stems that curl all the way around, the stem, when you connect it, we've got it like this long off the pumpkin. It's got to be the full length of the pumpkin curling rod in order for it to get all the way around. Doesn't quite look like it. It's probably like what they say about like intestines, you know, where it's like you've got your intestines like in this like 3 by 3 inch box, but they actually span the length of like a football field. It's kind of the same thing as a pumpkin stem. So the longer it is, not necessarily the more difficult. Not everybody likes it that way. We did a couple custom orders this past weekend where we just did the stump stems, like the acorn. Put it on really hot. As a glass blower, you want to just throw those curls on because they're so fun to do. But we paused, we saved ourselves, we hold it, cut it straight up, torch the top, and squish it down so it's got a nice curly, flattened, natural, right off the pumpkin patch stem. So that's super cool. Oh, let's see. No new comments here. I did ask you guys about that Menti. Maybe my thing, I don't think it was loading up. Did people comment about that? So I missed those comments. They didn't load up. I just refreshed it. But it sounds like Marissa said that you guys were enjoying the live polling action. And I thought it was super cool. Marissa and I told you the story about this. We went to a business and marketing conference for like a 3-day conference out in Grand Rapids. And the first thing they did, they sat everyone down. They were like, load up to this website and put your answers in. It was like, why are you guys here? Do you want to make more money? Do you guys want to live healthier? Do you want to be better? Do you want to grow huge? Do you want to stay small? And it was so cool to see in live time all the answers coming up on the screen and everyone talking about them. That's what we kind of want to do here with the Gathering Point Show. And we already have people commenting on Facebook, people commenting on YouTube. We're throwing up comments on the screen. It's already super interactive, but that's the beauty of it. We're getting this community together. We're getting everyone together talking about cool things. And if you guys love it, we love it, we're set. Super cool. So that was that pumpkin. That pumpkin sold. That's the only piece that, and actually this piece is still for sale. If I haven't checked the orders this morning, but these two were the only ones made for sale on the show. We have 2 custom orders right here, and I'm going to show this one off because it turned out ridiculous. And now Ashley, I'm going to send Ashley an email about this one, and we want to talk because we always do with custom orders when you're paying top dollar for something you designed. And as I mentioned with Ashley, we have literally 12 pieces of this cane left, the very last of it. Look at how ridiculous this DNA strand Laticello super tasty cane is. GA stamp on the bottom. It's signed right on there with the white background. It makes this cane pop like crazy. But look at the stem. The stem's huge. Comes all the way around. Super gold. Gold on white with a brown accent is a really, really, really beautiful color combo. Beautiful connection here on the ribs. Beautiful swoosh. Nice height in comparison to the pumpkin. You're always thinking about proportions and blowing glass. And we did a great job. You guys saw me kind of get stressed out for a second during the show because I was just trying to do it in 2 moves. You can't overheat these canes. They'll start to melt into the body of the pumpkin. And this one just turned out really, really sweet. I mean, look at that. It's like, that's a textbook, beautiful pumpkin. Really proud of that one. And looking forward to talking to Ashley about it. This one was a custom order. We went through all the canes. We put it together. She got it done. Not sure if that's her 1st or 10th or 100th pumpkin of the season, but she's got a really beautiful one. That's all I know. Pam's enjoying the Menti. Donna can't wait to see it in person. It's the truth, you guys. Carrie, on the Glass Academy Addicts, we got a Facebook page of about 530 or so people that talk about the glass, do box unveilings and whatnot. And I don't know if it was me a couple shows ago I mentioned I haven't seen a box unveiling video in a while. or if Michelle had sent something to Carrie. But Carrie, one of our amazing customers, did a box opening for her sugar, her purple sugar pumpkin, and she posted that on the Glass Academy Addicts page, and it's just so cool to see. We send out so many boxes, we know how we pack them, but to see them in somebody's home and see them unwrapping it and how they take the material out and they get their pen and they get the information on the pumpkin. She got to hold it for the first time, showed it off to the camera, showed us a little bit around her house and the pieces she had on the shelf behind where she was doing the unboxing. I love those videos. I don't know about you guys, but it was super cool to see. And Carrie, you're probably at work right now, probably not watching, but super cool of you to do that, and pretty fun for us. It's kind of like the reversal of us doing the live videos. We get to see you guys live and put a face with the pumpkin that's getting purchased, and that was really cool to see. Oh yes, and Pammy, we are gonna be doing more Laticello cane. It's not an easy cane. That thing is hardcore. So Chris and Joey are gonna be working on some cane today. We're deciding, we've got, maybe it's already in the box, or all that lavender rod right here. Nope, that's different. Well, yeah, that's all right. We got 3 big pieces of our signature color of the year, the signature pumpkin, the periwinkle perp. And, oh, when Carrie said the perps on the show, too, on her unrevealing, that was super cool. But we're going to toy around with 5 or 6. We're going to do really small cane pulls, 5 or 6 different styles of that perps. Maybe add some white, maybe add some recycle, which are the colors that go with the signature pumpkin. And then we'll finally decide on one style, and we'll make a bunch of them, and we'll release those probably in December sometime as this year's signature candy cane. So stay tuned for that. We will be making more cane. Every year we got to make more cane. It's time consuming, and it is difficult work. I'm not a cane producer yet. Chris does all that. I'm trying to learn from him, and eventually I'll take that over, but it's hardcore and super cool. So that's the plan. Dichroic cane is probably not going to be an option because when it stretches out that long, it's not going to hold its true color. Dichroic is for on the outside, encased for a specific spot on a piece, but that super sparkle bling bling color we have, if you stretch it that long, bar color, which is, I'll show you a different color over here. Bar color is the same frit colors that we use, but it's super densified and super solid rod of 100%. You look at down here, 100% solid all the way through, extra dense color. And basically, I mean, they take this and they chop it down into all the different sizes that we use, but we can't really get Dichroic like this. It just spreads out too much and then it's no good. This kind of makes me want to play some baseball or some tennis or something. So anywho, that turned out amazing, that cane pumpkin. Moving on, we had our first custom order of the show, which was I do believe it was the second Dichroic mug, Super Sparkle Bling Bling Dragon Treasure, we're still figuring out the name, mug that we've made this year. We've got another one this next week, a beautiful set of glasses we're going to be doing for Sue Schmidt, and I'm pumped about those. I'm going to get to make those. But take a look at this for Katrina, her Halloween perps and green, ridiculous, ultra sparkle, super nice piece. Look at the handle. She wanted black, and we didn't do a black lip wrap. She said black handle, black foot, super watery, super cozy thumb saddle. Look at everything. Look at the reflection of the color table through that thumb handle. And then, of course, you got the colors just looking out of control, really nice. Beautiful piece, really gorgeous. I'm trying to turn slow. Some people have asked, you know, we're kind of quick with it, and I get excited, and I'm showing off my favorite parts, turning around, but I'm trying to keep it a little bit steadier so you guys can get a good look at it. This is a Halloween special and a gorgeous one to add to her mug collection. The punty was a beautiful break down here, and then, of course, we signed it. Show number 185. If it's a custom, we signed custom on the side as well, so everybody knows you designed it, we designed it, collaboration or not, it's a hardcore, one-of-a-kind piece. That mug's out of control. That's what that is. Really ridiculous, super nice. Getting a lot of love in the chat for that one, which is super sweet. It's the perfect amount of thickness we talked about on the show. Encasing it, when you make a mug, sometimes they get a little bit big and they get out of control. If you're encasing them, it's hard to not get too much glass when you're doing 2, 3, 4 layers of color mixed into that body. But Chris did a great job. He chopped off a little extra clear, beautiful shape on the mug, super sturdy and strong foot for the shape of it. It looks beautiful, it's functional, and a really nice one to add to Katrina's collection. So that is amazing. What's happening, Kirsten? Watching on YouTube. If that's the correct Kirsten, which I think it is, she's going to be helping us get our website organized, folks. We have so much going on. There's so much in the shop that we're doing with our hands. There's so much behind the scenes. We talk about it all the time. Another behind the scenes that's literally like a full-time job, talking 40 hours a week, is keeping the website organized, getting the pictures in the right spot, descriptions for classes, for new product, for events. So much to be managed, and she's going to be a huge part in helping us keep that up to date. So if you guys love what we got on the website already, holler at us and say a big thank you to Kirsten, but I can promise you it's only going to get nicer from here too. Like everything, we're constantly growing, and we're never going to stop growing. That's her right there. Beautiful. Awesome. Beautiful. The skill levels are just getting ridiculous. That's Pammy talking about us growing. We're all growing as individual glass artists and in the business. So it's super cool to get recognized for that. And we appreciate you guys. Linda Brodka's asking, what Dremel tip is used to sign the pieces? When we sign something, you have a Dremel, which she mentioned correctly, which is a handheld. It's like a large pencil that turns at a very high speed. Yes?
Oh, I just went to the dentist office and they have a new tool that's like a dental thing that does it at high speed. And it's like when you know what a Dremel does and they put that in your mouth.
We could clean our own teeth, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could set up a cold shop as like our.
The dental cleaning area.
Yeah.
We don't need dental insurance. Let's just do it ourselves.
Okay, can I jump in and say something?
I'll finish the Dremel conversation in a sec. Yep.
Look what I got.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, so we got a set of 4 coasters from Pam.
The blue's beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, the blue is lovely.
What happened was, Pam's watching now.
Pam, little did you know that our living room is like a teal color, so this will blend right in.
These guys were a little upset that I got a custom set of 4 sweet coasters, and they were like, man, and then Pam heard that on the show and actually made them a set.
And
so
that UPS thing on the door was another package for you from a fan. What happened to
Love
my
you guys.
fan love? Come on now. All right, I just wanted to jump in hoping Pam was on the show. Thank you, Pam. Super appreciate it. Thank you.
Very cool. Super cool. Yeah, the Dremel tip, it has to be a diamond coated Dremel tip, and they only last so long. Eventually the diamonds do get worn down, even though they're the strongest thing in the world. So we could probably, I'd say you buy a new Dremel tip, they're like 35 bucks a piece or something. Probably quarterly we replace our Dremel tip so it signs. You don't want to be going to hand sign something and having to like angle it too hard and get a fresh side of the bit. It's kind of not functional, so they only last for so long, and that's what we use there. Watery and organic. So that was the mug. Then I've got one piece left. Check this out. This is Chris's candlelight, super cool. Whoop. These things are always asking to be in the camera, those giant microphone puff jobs. So I'm just gonna set this over here. Excuse me, you guys. But take a look at the colors, the way this turned out. I know it looked kind of brown on the show, but Chris made this ridiculous. The idea was you could put a set of battery-operated, super cool candle lights, not candle lights, but like puffball lights or just little small LEDs, and put it down in here and have this on the center of your table with a couple leaves over here, maybe a mini pumpkin over here, and it could be a beautiful harvest-themed, super pumpkin-y, candle-lit centerpiece. Super gorgeous. It's honestly, we priced it a little bit on the lower side. This was an item that we've never done necessarily. Chris was just getting warmed up and wanted to go for it. Got 2 leaves on the side, 3 leaves actually. And this piece should still be for sale on the Gathering Point page Perhaps we can get a link of it up there from tech support, and that'll be coming up in a second. But look at the curls. This is something Chris is going to town on, putting curls on vases, on mugs, on candle lit specials. Super tight, looks amazing, and it's kind of a 360-degree piece. If you're putting it on your table, you want that to be something you can look at from all angles. So that just looks really, really nice. And let's see. Pammy, they are making light shades in the background, big crazy light shades, and the experimental show this week, I'm going to do it after this. We're going to film that, and I'm going to go into details about what they're doing, the size, the scale, and a special tool that they've been using. We used for one custom order back in the day. That's a pretty cool thing for making larger pieces. So stay tuned for that. We're going to pop that out on Sundays for sure. Which one's that? Yes, that's the one. That's going to be coming up in the chat here. Thank you for answering that question from Amanda. I'll just say it again just to be certain. We don't recommend having any actual burning flames inside or nearby the glass, because if the flame gets a little bit of air and the flame goes right up against the side of the piece, chances are that extra heat's going to crack the glass. So anything electric, or one of those electric little candle dimmer lights that's super cool that flickers, those would all work. What we've found best for our lantern pumpkins and for these is people can buy on Amazon or anywhere online. It's got a little battery pack like that, and there's one long strand like this of a bunch of little puff balls or little small individual LEDs, and you bundle them up and put them in there, and they can flicker. They can be laid around the bottom, and it looks really good, and the optics of the glass make everything better. That's the beauty of glass. So keep those to your electronic ones for sure. You said it, Carol. Once Chris gets started, there's no stopping him. It's true. What up, Dawn? Dawn's in the house. Better late than not here at all, or something, however that saying goes. I did get through all the pieces here already, Dawn. They turned out incredible. Just for Dawn's sake and for whoever else shows up a little bit later in the show, let me show off this super sparkle bling bling mug one more time, adding to Katrina's ridiculous mug collection. Out of control. Look at that. We don't have our name picked out yet. We've got all the submissions coming in, but if anybody wants a custom order with these, I'll be ordering more color. We're going to have to plan it out a little bit, and you can give us a color theme. Each piece has its own style of color on it. These are separate pieces we heat up and pick up in the garage. You can give me the color theme you want, but it's impossible to replicate anything that we make with these. They're all going to be one of a kind, so keep that in mind if you're putting in a custom order or looking for something. If you see it for sale and you love it, go for it. Oh, Carrie's here too. Carrie's just showing up. Carrie, I just gave him a lot of love, gave you a lot of love for that box unveiling and all kinds of stuff. The perps, that pumpkin, the pieces in your house. Super cool, and we love to see those. It was super awesome. If you guys haven't already joined the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page, I suggest checking it out. It's not super over the top. You're not seeing a post every single day, but when people get their new pieces, or people have a question about glass, or people have something in their life come up that relates to glass or the Glass Academy, it's a really cool community of about 500 or so people. So check that out on Facebook. But here is, I wanted to show off one last time on that cane pumpkin. These are the last 6 pieces we have of this cane pumpkin, and basically these are the last ones. We're not going to do any more custom orders with them. We're going to make some sort of piece off of this. It is out of control, beautiful things. We got a million different cane to work with, and cane pumpkins are a darn beautiful things. We appreciate all the VIPs out there for joining us on our VIP show and checking out the cane pumpkins and adding to your collections. It's a super cool product. We've got a lot to do today. We got the experimental show I'm going to film next, get up in personal with these guys over here and show you guys what they're working on. That's going to go live on Sunday. Want to give a huge shout out to our VIP members and supporters, the people that pay $4.99 a month. Basically, they're buying us a coffee a month and supporting what we do, because we talk about the behind the scenes all the time. It takes a lot to make these pieces happen, and those supporters are super cool. We've got it on our task list to get you guys even more cool insider information. You know that VIPs get first choice of brand new products when they're revealed. I know in the new year we have, possibly before the new year, we have our brand new style designed ring-tello ring holder product that's going to become available. We'll do a product release on. We're going to have snakes completely designed and completed and revealed in the new year, and potentially have spiders coming up, and whatever else happens during those times, we're going to see. But we appreciate you guys for all the love and all the appreciation and support of what we do, and that's the deal. Cornelia, we've got a lot of great pumpkins on the website. We have individual ones for sale on the Gathering Point page, which is where we featured our products. We got about 4 pumpkins and the Van Gogh pumpkins, which are still available on the Gathering Point page, and we have some other pumpkins on the website as well. So both the tea light and all those pumpkins from the table are still available up until next Tuesday. So maybe we toss that link up in there too, the Gathering Point page, and you guys can check them out there. And then again, just holler at us if you got questions. We love y'all. We appreciate you. I think we got some ending credits that are going to roll. And thank you guys. Have a great Thursday. We'll catch you guys, not live, pre-recorded for Sunday at the Experimental Show. We're going to give you guys the up and personal with what they're doing back there behind me right now. Enjoy your beautiful day.